All right, ladies, so welcome to part 3 of the Google Sheets shopping task. Now, if you have not watched part 1 and 2 and completed those parts of the task, you need to go back and complete those sections before coming to this section. This video assumes that you've already done part 1 and part 2. So this is all about the extension task for our Let's Go Shopping Google Sheets task. So you should have organized a shopping list. You should have $150 as your shopping budget. You would have put the first formula into the cell to work out how much all of that cost, and you would have used the second formula to work out how much money you've got left. We're now going to tap into the extension part. Now in this scenario, your parents have just invited extra friends and cousins over to the party. So originally the party was for 10 people and you catered for 10 people. Now your parents have said, you know what, you're getting some people over. We want to get some people over as well. Let's make it a bigger party. And so they've given you some extra money and they've asked you to invite more people, or they're going to invite their cousins, their friends. So instead of 10, you're now going to have 30 people that are going to have. So that means that you need to have like 3 times as many items as you had previously bought. So to do this, you need to add some extra columns of information, and you need to use what's called the multiplication function. So when you times something, and effectively you're going to triple your purchases, because originally you had 10 people, you now have 30, so you have to go 10, 20, 30. You have to do everything 3 times. So like in this example, originally I had bought some Arnott's shapes, and they were $1.30, and for 10 people that was going to be enough, but now I've got to multiply it by 3. Now to do that, we need to use a formula, which in this case you use the equals sign to indicate that you're starting a formula, and then you have to select whatever cell you're in. So in this case, we're going to use B2. So you don't type in $1.30, you type in B2. And then you have to use the asterisk sign, which is the little star icon, because that is the code for the computer to multiply something. So we're going to go, we want to times that by 3. So really what we want to do is multiply cell B2. We want to multiply cell B2 by cell C2, which is that's the little formula there. So I'm going to go over to my iPad now, and I'm going to add some extra columns. So originally, let's have a look. I've got cost. Shopping item is cost. I'm going to add an extra column now, which is going to be called how many, because in this case now I need to buy more than just one. I want to buy more than one. And then I'm going to put another heading which is called subtotal. Subtotal means it's not the entire total, it's only part of it. So what I need to total up is what is that times how many I want. Now remember that we want to triple, so I'm going to put a 3 in here because I want to multiply everything by 3. And then in my subtotal, I'm going to go ahead and add the formula. So I'm going to go equals, and I need to select cell B2, which is $3.21. Select that, and I need to times, so I'm going to use the little asterisk icon, which is on the top of the iPad there, asterisk, which is times. If you type the letter X, like you would in maths, the computer just thinks it's the letter X. It doesn't know that it's a multiply. That's why we use the asterisk. So B4 times C4 in my case on this spreadsheet. So $3.21 times 3. And when I press return, it's going to automatically work out that I now need to pay $9.63. Now what's really cool is if I change that to a 4, look at what happens after I press 4. Have a look at what happens in my subtotal. I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1 so you can see the difference, and then I'll press return. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Subtotal automatically jump. Let's say I needed to buy like, I don't know, 447 packs of Arnott's shapes. Now 447 times $3.21, I don't know, I can't work it out. But as soon as I press return, have a look, it means I'm going to need to spend, let's do that. I'm going to need to spend $1,434 on shapes if I want that many. That's quite a lot. Luckily for us, we only need to have 3, so I'm going to delete that and go 3. And so that now tells me $12.84. Now you can actually copy the formula and paste it in. So I can tap in there. I can go equals. In this case, I want the Mars bar. So I'm going to go cell B5 asterisk or times. And I'm going to say, oops, I'm doing it in the wrong cell. Let me start all of that again. And by the way, I just realized that that one should be 3. So let's get rid of that because we want to triple it, not quadruple it. Here we go. In this one, I also want 3 of those. And I'm going to go equals. Equals. And then I'm going to say cell B5 asterisk or times cell C5 and press enter. And now I need to spend $15. Now I can keep copying that formula out. But the other thing is there's this really cool feature in spreadsheets where when I tap on a cell and it has the little blue circle on it, if I believe I can drag that. If I tap and drag, is it going to let me do it? No, it's not. Okay, let me do it differently. I'm going to copy that, press copy and press paste. And what should happen is when I paste it, it's actually pasting not the number, it actually pastes the formula in there. So if I actually tap on that cell, double click on it, it shows me the formula. So I'm going to do that again so we don't have to write it out. I'm going to tap on it, tap again, copy, and then I'm going to go paste, and it actually pastes the formula in there for me, not the number, which is really handy. So then let's do, now originally my budget was $150, but it's now $400. Remember that it got increased. So I'm going to change this one to 400. Actually, no, I'll put it over here. Let's do this. Let's put a new heading over here, and we'll call this one new budget. New budget. Oops, where's my letters gone? Here we go, new budget. And my new budget is $400. Now I should just be able to write 400 and not have to put the dollar sign, because remember that previously I formatted that cell. So I'm going to press enter. It automatically formatted for me. So my old budget was 150, but my new one is 400. So what I now need to do is under my subtotal, my total cost, I need to add up everything that's in this column. So to do that, I'm going to use the previous formula from before, which equals, I want to go equals, I want to go sum bracket. Remember that you've got to use the brackets, and then I'm going to select that and I'm going to drag it. So basically I need everything from D4 to D7, and then I'm going to close the bracket. And when I press enter, it's going to tell me that now I've now spent $210. And how much is left? What I need to do now is get my new budget, and I've got to take away my increased expenses now. So I want to go equals, oops, let's do this, double tap, equals, and I need cell B2, which is my new budget, 400, and then I'm going to say minus my subtotal, which is 210, and press return. And it now tells me that I still have $189 of my $400 left. And that, ladies, is the extension task. So this actually combines a whole stack of different formulas for you to be able to complete all of this task. Good luck.